So we're here at a fairly party-focused Venice beach canals at the moment. Long weekend, Los Angeles in America.
Nice. You released Intentions a week and a half ago. How do you feel reaction from fans has been?
I think it's been kind of polar, but that's like for me. I look at all like the times like some of my like favorite works, like Matt Corby's, Lyric, for example. When I first heard one of the songs off that, I was tripping. I was like, I thought he'd lost the plot, and then I saw it live, and I was like, he's a genius. That's one of my long-standing favorite albums. So I think first impressions with songs are really like, there's always the safe option. Like there's songs are going to do good because they're familiar to people, and so I think that it's pretty early, like a week in. It's pretty early a week in to really gauge that. But people I think it's like reaching a new demographic. Sounds way too formal, but I think that it goes into a new genre, and I think it's also fairly like unique. Like I don't feel like it's really lending to anyone. In the past, I feel like I've definitely leaned in heavily to a lot of my influences, whereas this kind of sits by itself. Of course, that people are going to make an Ed Sheeran, and some people are making John Butler Trio references, which I think is amazing. I never find that remotely offensive, but for me, it's a very another side of my songwriting, and that's where I'm at right now creatively. Is I don't want to hold back and just write in one way. I want to be exploring and writing and pushing myself, and like I said before, doing things that I find affronting and challenging in my songwriting as well.
Do you feel at all vulnerable or uncomfortable with the fact that this is such an open and honest song and raw in emotion?
Absolutely. I definitely, particularly Laps Around the Sun, all the topics and things that were happening were very well, they're presented in a way that like it was very personal to me, but people mightn't know like every single little detail. Whereas I feel like this song is like just raw and very like first person and very exactly as it is, and that was something that kind of caught me off guard with that I hadn't realized in my past works I'd done innately. Like I was presenting things in a way that was very personal to me, but other people could kind of put in their own lives. And for sure, there's parts of this song people can undoubtedly put in their own lives. Like everyone experiences those feelings of trying to do good by someone and not being received that way. But there's certain things about jumping time zones and being in different cities all the time. Like that's not everybody's life, but it is my life at the moment. And yeah, but like that's been a really nice, like this has been a really nice challenge in a lot of ways to do this. And I think it's opening up, and it has opened up new parts of my songwriting, and that's a really special thing. So it's worth being vulnerable about.
What's next? Do you feel like this is going to be as far left as you go? Or are you going to go back to your roots?
We actually have no plan at this point of what's released next, much to our as much as that's what you would say, we literally don't have a plan. So I was just really interested to see like how this song was received and how it felt to release this song and how it feels playing it live. I think it's really cool is that it's kind of like you just said, like it's a bit to the left, but it's kind of in doing so opened up like some songs in between my old stuff and songs like Intentions that I think are really like neat mix. So I'm just we're still in this like album cycle, we're still doing Laps Around the Sun, and that's still like being, I just figured out that's not been out for a year. That album hasn't been out for a year as we're doing this interview, so I just don't want to run away from that album. I don't want to run away from that album and just feel the need to just put out new music because this song felt right to put out. And as for like what we release next, I think just as usual, want to try and make a judgment call as like close to the date as possible, because like you have to be really happy to play your songs live. And right now I'm happy to be playing the array of songs I do, and I've been writing like a madman, been writing all the time. So I think I'll go back in the studio after this American tour, and I don't even know what I'm going to go and record. But that's really fun. That's really exciting, I think. So I'm going to try and just go in and put down some old songs and alternative versions to old songs, and also put down some new songs and just kind of see what comes naturally.